Welcome, welcome to, I forgot the name of the show. I'm so excited. Watch Symposium live streams. It's actually, let's see, what is it? What channel am I on? I'm on my main channel, and this is Austin Daniels, Watch Symposium. And we're doing the live show on this channel because it's a special day, right? And a little bit later, perhaps we may jump over to the live stream channel and just kind of, go off the rails a bit if we want to. But we got 30 minutes till Christmas time. All right. And it's an interesting Christmas. And yeah, it's like other kids are going to be getting really cool toys. We're just going to be seeing what they get. All right. But we're still excited. And we got guests on today. All right. So from the States, he stayed up. Josh M. I'm adding him to the stream. Josh, how's it going, man?
How is it going? Can you hear me?
We can hear you fine, man. Perfect. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it.
Of course.
And let's see, we got Mark from Gmt Masterclass. He lives in Japan. I'm glad he's free today. And then a controversial figure. We've got Marcelo. All right, let's see. So let's put, just because you're not on camera, Josh, I'm going to put you below just because.
Sorry.
Oh, there you go. Cool, man.
Totally didn't even realize. Apologies.
No problem. All right. So 85 people watching. And so let me just ask Josh real quick. Like, are you pretty excited? What are you excited about?
Austin, let me tell you, as someone who has, I think that before we get into the actual watches themselves, something that I've noticed is this recurring joke of, this is not our Christmas. This is the Christmas for other people who will be getting these pieces. And then, we're just here to watch. Pun intended, I guess. Watch, to look and to buy watches. But the thing that I wanted to say is that, I think that truly and honestly with some perseverance, I think that these things will be attainable, right? Everyone is going to want these things. But ADs do separate some of their watches for new clientele. And even if you do have purchase history, that is fantastic and all the more better.
Sorry, business phone, sorry.
But, as I was saying, Austin, I'm really excited for what Geneva has to offer for us, I guess, in 30 minutes or so. And like I said, backstage, I think I speak for everyone here when we say, or when I say thank you for all the content and, of course, for, giving us your opinion free of charge. So
all right.
It means a lot, and I'm excited for the new models and what they have to come out.
Josh, thank you. All right. So, yes. Well, look. Josh is in the States, and the rest of us, we're in Japan. And one thing I've come to realize is that, the States seems to be a little bit more egalitarian in terms of how they distribute the watches. A lot of places, they have lists, and, lists are a good thing. And I don't want to repeat myself, but in Japan, things are a lot tougher. And so perseverance, I got to be honest, it won't get you anything here for reasons I've probably covered, but I'll just give you the 1-minute version if you don't know what I'm talking about. They have shops here, Daimadu, Isatan, and these are old shops, like old department stores that have been around for like over 100 years, and their clientele is old and moneyed, and it's a very much, Japanese society is sort of like, when you're in the club, you're in the club. And let me tell you, those old families, they're in the club. And so if you were part of that family, I'm a young guy, and my mom's been buying presents there, expensive presents, real moneyed family, right? For decades, then you show up and you get the things. And so there's no lists here, and it's a crazy and really interesting experience to go into an authorized dealer here and just say, how can I get a watch? Like, I'm just, is there a name? Can I give you my name? Can I put my name down somewhere? Is there any advice you can give me? And they're just like, I have no idea. They work there and they have no idea, because it is so, it's so kind of corrupt. Not corrupt. I don't know. It's just sort of, it's money speaks, man, and patronage speaks, and decades of it. That's going to get you your watches. So
Right.
Well,
anyway,
everything that you said is true, but don't
Mhm.
forget that this craziness started only in the last 5, 6 years. Before, yes, they still were working with families, but some watches and some jewelry used to be in the shelf. And if you have the money, those will go ahead and take it. They would never say no.
that is true. That is true because I do have a friend, and he bought a two-tone Datejust, a two-tone green dialed 36 millimeter Datejust back when you could get that kind of thing, right? I guess you can still get things. And he bought it outside of Japan. Not, I'm sorry, outside of Japan, outside of Tokyo. And
Mm.
after that, he was offered a Hulk, and he got it, a Pepsi, and he got it, and a Daytona, and he turned it down. And
Wow.
so, yeah, and so it can happen. But
You
again,
know my story. You know my
yeah, let me
story.
just finish this thought real quick. So, but the thing is, if you want to go that route these days, I mean, again, like him, you have to get something in the shop, and there's just nothing in the shop that I would like to get right now because it's got diamonds on the dial and ladies' watches mostly. So it's all about diamonds on the dial. That's sort of what you find here, diamonds on the dial. Go ahead, Marcelo. What were you saying?
No, for example, I don't need to say further. You know my story. So,
Yes,
the Rolex
yes,
that I got. So you can
right.
share with them. You can tell them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Marcelo, he got a watch back when it's like it was still you couldn't get the steel models, but you could find the gold versions of those watches. Right? Everybody was holding out for the steel. And so he got that. That's what he got his foot in the door. And of course, everybody probably knows what you have, but just in case people don't, he's got I think he started out with a solid gold Submariner, the Smurf, totally blue, and then went to the solid gold meteorite dialed GMT. I'm going to mute you while I talk because I can hear stuff. But that's what he's wearing today. And then he got a Cermet, right? And then he just got his wife a 36 millimeter two-tone watch, and so he hopes to get a Platona. And so, all right, Mark, thank you for coming, man. Let me just
Right.
go around and sort of ask you guys to make a prediction. All right, I've got about 3 predictions that I haven't shared with you guys, and I'm gonna give you them, but I'm gonna give you guys a chance to just throw something out. Mark, why don't we start with you?
Right. So I think we have something definitely air related. It's either going to be a new Air King or a Sky Dweller, and I'm leaning more towards an Air King. And the
Okay.
second watch, I think it's going to be a new Yacht-Master.
Okay. All right. By that answer,
What
it is pretty clear that
what
he
time
is
is
not
the
much of a
official?
Rolex guy.
What
But
time the official release?
well, it starts in about 20 minutes. They officially drop
Okay.
it. All right. Okay. So yes, I mean, we're definitely getting an Air King. Okay, for sure. All right. Josh, what do you think? You want to make a prediction?
You know, I saw Tim Masso's video about the predictions that he had, and I agree with both the GMT and the Air King. However, what I do also think, I really think that it's time for the 40 millimeter Daytona to go. And personal, like when I say that, I don't mean personally agree that the 40 millimeter Daytona should go, but I think it will go in
Wow.
some way, shape, or form.
They're going to
I,
go bigger?
they're going to go to. I think they're going to go to 41. That's something that I've heard from around the grapevine. It's something that I believe in, and to be honest with you, I recently just picked up a white gold Daytona on the Oyster Flex, so I hope they do that because that's a little bit of my own premonition saying that I want that to happen. But I really think Rolex is upsizing. I think that their idea of 42 and up is too big. But I think also when they look at 40 millimeter watches, they just turned the classic model of Rolex from 40 to 41. And I think they're going to slowly start building for bigger because the Rolex American market is increasing at almost the same rate as the Hong Kong market, the Saudi Arabia market. And what is the one thing that all Americans like? It's bigger stuff. So
Interesting. Okay. All right.
I,
Wow.
I have a I have a question. I have a question.
Sure.
Everything that you said is true when you're thinking as a businessman and when you want to progressing and improve your business. I agree with you 100%. But what if when basically your business working on automat, almost anything that you do sells like hotcakes. Even if tomorrow you make a submarine pink dial with rose flower strap, is going to sell like crazy. So what do you do then? You know, I mean, everything
Yeah.
basically
Right.
sells,
Right.
even
Right.
if you make a 57 millimeter watch.
Right.
I mean,
But still, Marcelo, they want to give us what we want still, and I think maybe Josh's point is that maybe they think we want bigger watches. Now, I appreciate Josh's perspective here. Let me just highlight this comment because I think it runs a counterpoint right here.
Mm.
Explorer went from 39. Whoa, where did that go? Went from 39 to 36. So this guy thinks you're wrong. Look, I think the big watch thing was a phase, and I think Rolex kind of played a little bit with the thicker lugs. But you know, if you look at their range, they got the big watches out there. I think they've got something for everybody. And so for everything to just go bigger, I can't see that happening. It's really perfect the way it is because you got the 40 millimeter watches, you got the 41 millimeter watch with the subs. You got the 42 millimeter Yacht-Master, you got the 42 millimeter Explorer 2, you got the 43 millimeter Sea Dweller, the 44 millimeter James Cameron. So there's something for everybody.
the
But
day date
it's
was the day date was 41, and then they reduced it to 40.
But I
Like a
appreciate
while
bold
ago.
predictions, man. So that would be very interesting. I mean, nobody's even said like, "Oh, I wonder if we're going to get a Daytona." People kind of know that we're going to get an Air King. We're going to get of course, the GMT Master 2. Now, if you've seen my videos, and if you haven't seen my video, my 2 videos about the Air King and the GMT Master 2, jump off the live stream or look in the, I guess it was the description, and check those out. All right, I don't want to talk too much about that, but I think we're definitely going to get the steel bicolored black and green left-handed GMT. I think we're going to get, of course, the Air King with the updated movement. I don't think they're going to change the dial, but I think they're going to put the 05 there. And the question that I'm seeing in the comments is, are they going to loom the 3, 6, and 9? What do you think about that? That's the complaint, because in fact, I had it right here. A complaint about the Air King was that the current one doesn't have loomed 3, 6, and 9s, right? It's
No, they're going to do that. They did it already in the Explorer one. But what about another question? Would you predict a completely brand new model? Rolex did release a completely brand new model already for a while.
I would love to see that, but no, I don't. No, I don't think so. I don't know why I say that. I just don't think so. Because I think the GMT Master 2 is going to be huge, right? And I think the Air King being updated is going to be huge too. I think if we see a new model at some point, I think it's going to be like the main thing. But I could be totally wrong, right? I'm just giving you my perspective on that.
Right.
So right here, the 369. Also, people are saying that this is going to have crown guards, which, looking at it right now, I mean, what do you think, Mark? Do you think crown guards would benefit this watch? Would it bring up the aesthetic, or would it look kind of weird being a 3-hander?
I don't think it would benefit it. It's a very simple watch.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not going to be a new crown guard on there.
It looked like in the teaser there would be, and I kind of thought there would be. I mean, they almost gave it to us, and they're like, yeah, they're just going to get crown guards, but I think they're trying to fake us out. I'm not buying it. So that's going to have
crown guard.
Crown guards are like the things that, like right here, that cover.
I don't have
besides the
anything to
crown.
show them.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So
I don't.
these lugs on the end of a watch right next to the crown, those
Mhm,
are
mhm.
crown guards right there.
Here, let me. I'll try to make.
Yeah,
it
find
bigger.
them an example.
Right there.
Oh,
What was
right.
that? Was it a Submariner?
This is a 2016 610.
Beautiful. All right. So
Okay.
2016. You wear it well, man. I mean, that's so that would be a ceramic?
Oh, no, sorry. Did I say 2016? I meant 2000. It's a year 2000.
Okay, all right.
16 610. And boy, does this watch look good on my wrist. I love vintage Submariners. They're my favorite watches.
It does look good. I was going to say, because you wear it like a 5-digit.
Yep.
So it is a 5-digit. So what year is it?
This is a year 2000.
So is it a Swiss only dial, or is it an earlier?
No, it is a Swiss made dial. I don't know.
So it'd be an A serial.
Yes, it is an A serial, and I bought it from the original owner, who bought it just a few, about 30 minutes north of me in a place called Marin County. It's right next to San Francisco. And this was actually the watch that started it all for me. So, yeah, I'm excited to debut.
Beautiful watch to have.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
How
I guess
feel about
also often,
I'm going to mute you, Marcel, because I can hear static.
I guess, yes, I would agree on both points that either people like bigger watches or people like smaller watches. I think people are starting to find that 40 millimeter sweet spot less and less. And that's just from my own blissful ignorance. But, at least from the friend groups that I have, I see a lot of interest in the Explorer 1. I see a lot of interest in offshores, even the 42 millimeter one. So when I say that people want bigger watches, yeah, I realize that the Explorer 1 went from 39/40 to 36. But was the Explorer ever supposed to be a 40 millimeter watch in the eyes of the people? I don't think so. But that's just my prediction. I've heard from there. Oh, sorry, Mark. If you wanted to talk, you're more than welcome.
No, go ahead. Finish up your statement, please.
Yeah, I was, I'm thinking, I don't know. Some things that I'm thinking are 41 millimeter Daytona. I really think they're going to discontinue one of the models of the GMT, whether that be maybe a discontinuation of the Oyster Bracelet Pepsi. I just think that them adding another GMT and not removing one is not very Rolexonian, to say the least.
Unless it's the left-handed one. And
unless it is the left-handed one, exactly.
But if it's not a left-handed one, then I think we're going to see one bite the dust, right?
Absolutely.
This was a great question here because we've seen this watch in the wild. Let me find it again. But Yacht-Master, where is this? But titanium Yacht-Master. Okay, let me go around. What do you think real quick? Yes or no, Mark? A titanium Yacht-Master. They haven't come out with titanium watches, so.
Well, what about rose gold?
No, I mean the question is they're
Is it going to be titanium?
Yeah, they're developing a titanium Yacht-Master because a sailor who's sponsored by Rolex has been spotted and photographed wearing it, so we know it exists.
Right.
All right. The question is it going to be released this time? What do you think? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, Josh.
Great question. The sailor's name that we're talking about, his name is Ben Ainsley. And do you guys remember how long James Cameron had the prototype of the Deepsea before it was released?
No clue, but wow, it's a great question.
Ben Ainsley has been seen with that watch in the public eye for, it's got to be less than a year. It may be 8 months at the max, but with that little time out in the wild, especially with the insane adventures that Ben Ainsley does, I don't think I can see it being released.
Okay, so you say no. All right, Marcelo, what do you think?
I say no, but also I'm going to ask another question. What is the today when you go to Rolex website, Rolex and movies? I didn't understand the idea. I mean, they tried to.
That was the Oscars. That was the Oscars. They were a sponsor for them.
Okay, I see.
Okay, all right. So yes or no? What do you think? Titanium Yacht-Master. Marcelo, yes or no?
Me? No. I believe that they work on traditional materials, very similar to Patek. I don't think they are AP going to, titanium and the ceramic.
Okay,
I don't.
so that's a no. All right, so for me, I'm going to say this time around, no. Okay, no, because I think we're going to get. If you look at the teaser, we're going to get some more blingy Yacht Masters. So I don't think they would say, here's a titanium Yacht Master, and then here's a couple of,
8 minutes.
I guess, right, 8 minutes to go. Okay, so I would say no to that. I would say because I think yes to a blingy 40 and 42 millimeter Yacht Master, and so I don't think they're gonna. I think
Especially with that
with the
diamond
titanium.
pane, that pane shot of the diamond in that.
No clue what that is. I can't wait to see what that is.
I can't wait to see that either, but I think they're going to focus a little bit on the blingy watches and releasing a titanium Yacht Master with a diamond on it. I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay, so one thing I wanted to say, because you brought up the James Cameron or the Deepsea, and that's let me just pull this up because this is of the Sea Dweller line. And right, people seem to think that the James Cameron is going to be discontinued at some time. And so I'm not sure if this is going to be this time or not, but I was looking at this watch and I was thinking, there's a lot of surface space there. There's a lot of space within the case, right? And it's, I think, the only watch now in the catalog that doesn't have the Cyclops. So I would not be surprised if they take advantage of the proportions and just either put a Cyclops on it or make the date window bigger. What do you think of that? It's too small right now. Look at it.
It is too small.
I mean, it's charming because it's, it's like a Cyclopsless date. And that's why we like the Sea Dwellers, right? But I wouldn't be surprised. And the thing is, I think they're more likely to make it bigger than just slap a Cyclops on. So that's a prediction that I've got. Is totally left field. Any reaction to that's fine.
I want to go back on my prediction real quick. I'm looking at the video on repeat here, and yes, it obviously looks like there's crown guards there. And also, I caught a quick glimpse of a fluted bezel. What makes you think that they might not release a new Sky Dweller as well?
I think they will. I absolutely think they will.
Yeah, I mean they've got the theme of being going skyward, and so I think that's a safe bet. Okay, so I think there's going to be a platinum bezel of some sort. So that I couldn't tell the color, so I think we can expect a platinum bezel. Anything else that? Yeah, what do we got? We got about 5 minutes, like 5 minutes on the dot here. We got 200 people watching, and I tell you, I want to highlight some comments for the next 5 minutes. And I wish I had appointed somebody to check out some cool ones. But if there's anyone that,
what time is in Geneva that they're releasing that fucking early?
Okay, right now it's 8:20 something a.m. in Geneva. So if you guys, I tell you what I'm going to do, because I can't go back and look at these old comments. So if you've got a cool comment, just throw it in the chat, and if it's worth talking about for the next 5 minutes, I'll pull it up.
They're supposed to reveal this in Watch and Wonder, right? Because
yes,
but does Watch and Wonder open that early?
Right, but I'm from what I gather, it's going to be here. I mean, I hope. Okay. Boy, that would be a giant fail if I know. I mean, tutors be. Can you imagine if we all gathered here and it's like nothing happens? Okay, well, hey, we can always jump over to Tutor because.
Yeah, open to Windows. Open also Tutor.
I got it too. I'm all set because I got Tutor right here as well. Look at it, 5 minutes to go.
Wow.
Yeah, but of course
I'm
the
already
priority
on
here.
stage. I need to like refresh when comes the time do refresh.
Yes. Exactly.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Austin. Did Tudor ever release a gray bezel watch? Half gray, half color bezel watch?
I think they did. They did. I seem to remember.
That's why I thought of it in my head, because I'm trying to think of where I've seen a gray and red bezel before. And I think Tudor would be the perfect company to debut a watch with another gray/red, gray/blue, something or other style, for sure.
Yeah, but I have a question. When you are the owner, when you are the dominant father, I would say, and your young brother or your kid, Tudor, do also release, you still want to be more dominant. You want you to be more noticed than your little brother, right? I mean, so they cannot release something in Tudor that's supposed to be wow, because the wow leave it later.
Well, you know,
Now
I
it's
thought
like
that too. I thought that too. But then the same year they came out with the Pepsi, the GMT Pepsi Rolex, steel Rolex, and the Tudor as well. So, you know, they're apparently going to come out with a GMT Tudor this year, maybe a different color. So that should
I
be
would
pretty
like that
cool.
a lot. I would like that for sure.
All right, let's see. So here's a comment. Got less than 2 minutes to go. All right. Rolex leaving lots on the table without updating and making their Cellini line more desirable. Barkus Rudis, I totally agree with you, man. They could really
okay, I'm going to
compete
need
with Patek and Haute Horology if they were just to decorate the movement, give us case, what do you call it, display case backs. Why not? I mean, it would totally open up that line, and I might even consider getting one. But right now, it's like, why would you get that aesthetic and then you turn it around and it's got that typical Rolex case? You can't even see the movement, and you know, in there it's just an undecorated movement. Doesn't make any sense to me. I think it's a wasted opportunity. So maybe that's something we will see.
Mark and Austin, what do you guys think of the price point of the Cellini right now? Being 29.7 and change, I think, or something or other.
I'm gonna say the price is too goddamn high.
Yeah, I think so too. But if you have a decorated movement and a display case back and it's really artisan, yeah,
Right.
all of a sudden you're competing. But right now, I don't think so. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do?
I'll mute myself. Don't worry.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Me too.
All right, guys. We got 30 seconds to go, guys. Here, I'm going to switch it back to. Oh, it says here 1 minute and 57 seconds. But look, I've got an atomic watch on my right hand. So I'm just going to refresh this. Any moment.
Marcelo, mute yourself, sir. You got traffic in the background.
There should also be a Watches and Wonders stream as well, Austin, on the site if you want to check that out as well. But I'm assuming that it's already fine for you.
Okay, according to my watch, this is officially the time. I'm refreshing it right now.
There
we are there. We are there. All right.
All right.
Ooh, okay. So let's see. How do I do this? Let's put you guys like this. Okay, guys. I'm going slow. What do we have here? What do we have here? All right. All right. Dude, look. Oh, what do you guys want to see first? Oh my gosh.
Let's start from the beginning. Might as well.
All right. Okay, let's.
Air King is there.
No, we got to look at this. I'm sorry. We got to butt in.
Okay, you know what? That's totally your YouTube channel. You
all right,
got
right on, right on. Gmt Master 2, Chasing New Horizons. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. Dude, it's on the left hand. And look at the Cyclops. Oh my God. I feel like I'm looking in a mirror.
Wow.
And it's a bicolored bezel, black. Oh my God. Look at that. Oh man. Oh, I wonder if okay, let's see if it comes on the Jubilee. I hope it comes on the Jubilee. All right, an original version of the GMT Master 2 with the crown on the left side of the case and a green and black bezel. You know, I gotta say, that's pretty good looking. Wow. What the hell is this called? Is this the Sprite? Is it the Green Lantern? I hope it's not the Green Lantern. That's a superhero.
I really hope
Sprite. This is definitely the Sprite.
Man, Sprite. I can deal with Sprite. I like that. Sprite doesn't have any black in the can.
Oh, 7-Up. We called it the 7-Up. The 7-Up.
7-Up doesn't. But you know what? The Coca-Cola in their can doesn't have doesn't have black either. So I'm going with Sprite from now on. You know what the coolest thing about this is? It's the fact that the date is on the other side. The date is at the 9. This is so cool just because it's so different. Wow. All right. Okay. Let me read to you guys. It says, this new edition of the watch echoes the Gmt Master created in 1955, the 6542. You guys remember my video, which accompanied the advent of commercial flight. Adjustments were needed to move the winding crown to the left side of the watch case and the date aperture to 9 o'clock. Changes were also required to the process of measuring the precision of the watch during final testing.
This is
All
a
right,
left-hand watch. This is a left-hand
This is a
watch.
left-handed watch. Yeah. It's like, wow. All right. So the Cerachrome bezel insert combines green and black in an original color pairing reserved for this watch. Okay. So obviously we're not going to get another bicolored green and black bezel. That makes sense. We couldn't expect one. It's 24-hour graduation enables the time in a second time zone to be read in association with the distinctive green triangle tipped 24-hour hand. Wow. So obviously, I mean, if they have the bezel green, of course, it would make sense that the arrow is green, just like the BLNR is blue and the BLRO is red. Wow. And I mean, it just echoes of the LN, you know, the
This
discontinued.
is amazing. Rolex never released a right-hand watch, ever.
Where they,
This
well,
is the
yeah,
first
I
time.
know what you mean. All right. The chromolite display with optimized luminescent material and the new crystal with anti-reflective coating offer enhanced legibility in all conditions. The new version of the Oyster Perpetual GMT Master 2 is equipped with caliber 3285, just like the rest. Oh, I'm surprised it doesn't have a different number though, because it's backwards. That's weird. I might have to check that. Okay, maybe it is a different number, which was launched in the 2018 on this range. Robust and reliable, this cutting edge movement offers excellent chronometric performance. The GMT Master 2 with a crown on the left is available with
on an Oyster
or Jubilee bracelet, as it should be. It'd be crazy if it was just one option. Oh, man. Okay, guys, we have something to watch. Hold on a minute. What I'm going to do is I think there's going to be sound here. Okay, you guys can't hear that, can you? Okay, I'm sorry. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to stop sharing the screen for a second because you guys want to hear the stuff, the audio, and I can only do that if I share the tab.
I'm trying not to look at the comments right now because they're spoiling the other watches.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Where am I? Okay. Right. Okay.
All right. Let's see this.
Okay. Give me a thumbs up, Mark, if you can hear this as it's playing. Oh, all right. Okay, I need to drink a tea. I need to drink some green tea. Oh man, let's see what it looks like on a Jubilee bracelet really quickly. Let's configure it. Hold on a minute.
My wife said it seems that Rolex wants us to wear watches in both hands.
Oh, all right. Yeah, nice. Okay, so obviously you can manipulate it. I guess like here, let me see. All right, this is a little thing you can open. Talking about the clasp and the Oyster bracelet. And then I'm not really sure. Oh, okay. So as you scroll down, this sort of turns, and as you scroll up,
But Austin, just a question.
Yes.
Wild question regarding the grain market price. How do you think this is going to go more wild than the average GMT ones?
Yes, because it looks so unique. It's fabulously freaky, and I totally want one. And Yeah. Man.
So we're talking
Okay.
50K. So we're talking 50K now.
I don't even. I hate to speculate, but when they first come out, I bet they're going to be going for crazy money. So I don't even know how you configure them yet.
Maybe under the watches tab, Austin.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
But I don't want to. I guess we should look at everything beforehand. Huh?
Yeah, I think that's going to spoil the other watches. But I've already
Okay.
seen everything, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
I know.
Okay,
We're
don't tell
like,
me
okay.
that. Don't tell
All
me
right.
how it
Sorry.
looks.
We got to go to the Air King now, guys. Look, check it out. All right. It was the same. It didn't change. Hey, did anybody watch my prediction video? Did anybody watch my prediction video? Whoa, whoa.
Yes, I did. I watched
There's
it.
crown guards. Okay, I failed in the crown guards. There are crown guards. Oh man, they pull off the crown guards nice, man. Well, all right. They faked me out, and I should have trusted them there because look, it's got crown guards, and it's got this, obviously between the Swiss and the Maid, it's got the coronet, and it's got loomed 3, 6, and 9. So okay, so the changes here, just to go through them, the 05 is there, the little crown at the 6, the crown guards, the loom, and of course the movement. So this is kind of a good update if you like that aesthetic. There you go. Look at that.
When was the
I
last
think,
time this watch was updated, or when was it discontinued? Wasn't it discontinued in 2014?
well,
Something like that.
that's a great question because during my video, I was trying to pull out of my head like when it switched from 34 to 36, 34 to 40. Okay, so wow. Let's look now. My guess is they didn't put a jump hour hand, but if they did, then I would say this is a nearly perfect release. But again, that's the dial of the Air King now. I think they've decided it. Like it's the dial of the Air King. They're not going to change it in the future, I don't think. Okay, the 3230 movement. So, okay, the 3230 movement is just the no date movement. Doesn't have any sort of special things. So, no jump hour hand. Bit of a fail. Come on, guys. Come on, Rolex. You really should have put that. It's a watch for flying. Domestic pilots going across the state. They're going to have to hack this watch to change the time. So, who knows why they didn't do
update
that?
the price on this, did they, Austin?
Good question. I don't even remember what the price was. All right.
87.50 maybe.
Okay. I'd have to go back and look. I can't even remember. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back here. Okay. Okay, so that's different. What else? What am I missing? What else is different?
Sky Dweller / Yacht-Master.
Okay,
Sure,
let's see. Here, I don't even know what I just want to go to the new watches here. There we go. Okay. Okay, so let's go. Okay. We'll just go in order from now on, I guess. And this is the day date. And again, I was thinking platinum bezel.
This is what I wanted to speak on. I was assuming that it was because I saw
go.
the fluted bezel. I thought it was going to be a Sky Dweller.
All right, so 950 platinum fluted bezel crafted from the same precious material. So to me, that isn't that big of a deal because it looks the same as the white gold, right? Because you can get, I'm pretty sure you can get a white gold Rolex day date, and it looks, well, I don't know, maybe you can.
With the
I'm not
blue
sure.
dial, I don't think so.
Maybe you're right. I'm not really up on my precious metal Rolex watches, but okay. So if this is the first precious metal, I don't know. I've got to look back at the catalog, but I seem to recollect the ice blue dials had the smooth bezels. So I'm not sure, but anyway, it does have a platinum bezel. If platinum's your thing, and that's pretty cool.
Oh, we're
Ice blue.
missing the fact that it's Roman numerals. The ice blue dial didn't come with the Roman numerals on the platinum day date.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, it was just hour markers.
Okay, and it's got a blue second hand. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's a really attractive watch. I mean, beautiful watch.
Yep.
Let's see. So I guess that's the big thing here. Okay. All right. Okay, not bad. Let's go back. And looks like, as was predicted, the Yacht-Master 42. All right. So a new Yacht-Master, 42. Again,
7,400 for new Air King. Got it. Original Air
okay.
King $1,000 cheaper.
So is this yellow gold and before was like rose gold or something? Right. This is yellow gold. And I want to say, again, I'm not really up on my precious metal Rolex watches, but I think maybe Marcelo knows, or somebody in the comment section can throw out. This looks like something we had before, but was that rose gold that we had before?
Yes.
Anyway, yeah. To me, I mean, if I walked into a shop and I saw this, it looks like something we had. So it's not, groundbreaking. Oh,
You had
guys.
that before. You had that before in the 40s.
Okay. Maybe that's what it was. Hey, look, holy shit. The Tudor Black Bay Pro is phenomenal. Okay, guys, we're going to jump over to that in a minute. Let's just finish this first. We'll get into the details another time, but we're kind of just glossing over everything.
Right.
I can barely talk. Okay. Date just 31. Oh, look at that. That's what it was. Okay. That's
wow.
Hey guys, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, wow. Man, that's nice.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I like to see more playful dials from Rolex.
Oh, look at that. Here, let's listen to it.
Ah.
That's nice. That's really nice. I mean, I feel like it's totally not for me, and it's not for me, but they did really, really well with that.
But for what it is, it's very tasteful.
It is. Okay. Anything else? That looks to be it. Okay. So all of the new watches, I guess, are right here. And that's it. That's it. So it looks like what? Just that's weird. Where's the GMT? Oh, these are all the new watches. Okay, the GMT is where the hell is the GMT? That should be
You
like
got to go back up to the top. You got to go back up to the top and
yeah, I am. I'm as high as I can go. That's crazy. That should be.
I don't mean go up, but go click on the menu in the left-hand corner again. Go back to where you were. And I've been scouting ahead, man. I got to tell you, they don't give the prices for these new watches. They just say price on request.
Maybe there's a page 2. Hold on.
Austin, go page by page. Go
back. I'm saying go back to the menu.
Okay, yeah, this says we're going page by page. Okay, so this, yeah, we're doing it. Okay, so this is the second page. Date just 41. Okay, so I'm not sure if there was it says new model 2021. Okay, so these are all old. So no, these are all old. Let's just go to the first page. That's weird. New model 2021.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, I was about to say that.
That's weird. Have they just forgotten to update it? Is there like a tech running around saying, "Oh my God, I just forgot to change that numeral"?
The intern.
Oh, all right. Well, so this is weird. The date just 41.
Go to the date, and then at the very top, click on configure.
Yeah, I don't care about the date right now.
All right.
Okay. Look, wait, did they change the this at all? Hey, the Rolex Deepsea is different. I guess. Yeah, new model
at the very
2022.
top there, right where it says configure. Click on that.
Nah, I don't need to, man. Let's just check this out.
Don't need to? Right.
Okay. So what's new with it? Okay. All right. Does the aperture look a little bit bigger? It's not noticeable. Huh. Perhaps it is. Now, I assume this would have a new movement. It's got the crown between the Rolex and the Swiss made, I mean. Okay. All right. And we're going to jump over to Tudor in a minute because I feel like, yeah. Okay. So this is a new model, maybe a few, oh, I see some diamonds on the, the leaf dial. What is that called? The palm motif dial. So, well, I mean, I think the most magnificent thing, oh, this is interesting. Look at this. Is this a green Jubilee dial? Maybe. Okay. Looks like green Jubilee dial. Let me just go through the pages. Okay. Right. Okay. So it looks like a lot of different date just options, which is kind of interesting. Quite a few different date just configurations. We're in page 6, and I assume this is still new stuff. It's throwing me the fact that it says new model 2021. That's weird. Date 36. Look at that one. That's really weird. Well, if this is correct, then there are a ton of different date justs in all different types of sizes. A little too much. Well, by far the most amazing thing is the GMT Master 2, and I'm kind of surprised that they released that, but they did. Yeah, look at that. There's some green versions of this as well. They have quite a few different watches, but again, so many of them are in the date just line. Yeah. Nobody's talking. Are people bored? We're at 362 people watching. Any reactions? 12 pages of new watches and a ton of them date just of different sizes. You got this version with the same dial, but like with diamonds, and this one with the same thing, but with the diamonds around the bezel. So, I
do wonder what the discontinued watches are.
Yes. All right. Well, before we jump over, we're going to jump over to Tudor, but the one thing I want to do before we do that is I just want to go back to the GMT and just see if the BLNR is there and the BLRO is there.
Exactly what
yeah, and after that, check the subs also.
Okay. Let's see. I guess it's probably easier just to go to the watches.
You know what is amazing? That the wildest prediction could never imagine this one.
Are you sure? Did you watch my fucking video? Come on, man.
Left hand watch? Are you serious?
Will you watch my video for fuck's sake? Jesus Christ! I make a video and the guy.
The left hand, so you genius. You predict the left hand? Wow.
I don't get any credit around here. Jesus Christ.
Wow. So you.
All right.
So you're amazing. If you predict that, you're amazing. Wow. This is the wildest thing to imagine. Wow. Really?
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Wow.
With the Jubilee. Guys, it looks like an upside down watch. I mean, that looks so weird to me. It just makes me look like, it makes it look like I'm looking at it on some guy's wrist. That would be hard to get used to, but kind of cool to get used to. And it's just so different. I think this is going to be huge. People are going to want to try it out. People are going to want this beautiful freak.
Could you predict a left-hand sub in the future?
Anything's possible, man. I mean, perhaps so. Perhaps so. Okay, what I want to do is I want to configure it. Because I want to see the BLNR and the BLRO.
Well,
they also changed the way that they do this as well. The bracelet and bezel thing on the right.
Okay,
variations. Austin, since how we say the Batman came out in 2013. Everybody asked for two watches, for the Pepsi and of course for the Coke, and everybody predicted the Coke going to come before because it's easy to do red and black than red and blue.
Mm-hmm.
In
All right.
the end,
Well,
they do a Pepsi and they never bring the Coke until now.
they're all here.
the
They're all here. So you got you got BLNR is still around. You got the Pepsi still around, and then it's funny once you flip over to this one, and that's beautiful. I really like it. It just kind of how freakish, man. That is so crazy. All right, okay, guys, we're gonna jump over. We're gonna look at the Tudors now. I don't know much about Tudors, so I don't even know what we're looking at. But I'm gonna refresh this, and I'm just gonna mute you, Marcelo, while. You can
sure. Well,
unmute yourself.
By the way, before what country is usually black and green? The
Black and green?
Yeah.
Good question, man. I don't know. All right. So Black Bay Pro. Whoa. There's a GMT. Whoa. There's a couple of GMTs. Okay. So you got
we can't say that. You gotta share that, sir.
I'm sorry. Thank you for telling me. All right. Hold on a minute. I gotta.
Wait a second. You want to tell me that left hand can be also a Pepsi and also other Bezels? Are you serious?
No. It's only with the green one. All right. So 39 millimeter. I'm looking at the one on the left. So the 39 millimeter steel case riveted bracelet, and this looks like sort of an Explorer 2-esque thing with. It looks probably like it has a fixed bezel, and that's a crazy 24-hour hand. It's sort of like we'll look at the details in a minute. That's kind of cool. Beautiful size. Wow, that's really nice. The Black Bay GMT. Okay, so they do have another GMT, this time two-tone. So basically a root beer. Is this called a diet root beer? Probably. People start calling this a diet root beer. I'm not really up on my chronographs, but I guess this is a different Black Bay chronograph, two-tone. All right, so different dial options on this, basically a Tudor version of a Datejust. And that's it. Is that it? Huh. Okay, now I think this is probably the most groundbreaking of the bunch. Black Bay Pro. The Adventurers Black Bay. Yeah, well, the Black Bay for the Explorers, Adventurers. All right. The one in the bracelet's cool. 455,000, and that's about 4,000 USD. So really, really good price on there. I mean, compared to a Rolex. And this probably won't be attainable for a long time, but it'll come down. And if you pay a little bit of a premium, you'll be able to get this. All right. What do you think? I mean, it looks like a retro, it's got some 1655 elements, right?
Oh, it does. It does definitely have some elements
here.
like that.
Let me just, so you guys know what I'm talking about. Let me just type that in, 1655. All right, so this here is the very first Explorer 2. And again, it's got the fixed bezel, right? With those markings. Let me find a good one. Let's see. Right here. Okay. And so somebody's clicking in the background, and I think, Josh, it might be, I'm just going to,
apologies.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to mute you, and just, if you want to say something, unmute yourself. I'm clicking too, so I should probably use the pad and stuff. So anyway, I'll try to do that as well. All right. So anyway, looking at the Tudor, right? So look at that. Okay, so this is definitely bezel wise the inspiration for
Right.
this. But what they don't do is they don't have that you know the dials different. Maybe they didn't want to go too far into the homage territory. That my guess is they didn't want to go too far. If they had, it would have been kind of cool, but kind of maybe a little bit too cringe.
Yeah, the dial is a little bit different. There's a ring going around the Tudor that's not
Right.
in the Rolex.
You're right. And of course the 24-hour hand. Now this 24-hour hand on the 1655 was originally red, but the paint would turn orange. And
Obviously,
yeah,
no Cyclops.
right. No Cyclops. It's a beautiful watch. Again, faux rivets. I'm not a fan of the faux rivets. Beautiful bracelet. I mean, it's just it's just going to go in with their retro thing. I mean, I want to say they're faux rivets. If you give me real rivets, I'm totally cool with it. But if they're maybe they are real rivets. I don't know. I should give it a chance. Okay. Now the question is, does the bezel rotate? And I don't think it will, but I want to find, let's see. Okay, 39 millimeter case with polished and satin finish. Okay, so yeah. Bezel, 24-hour graduated fixed bezel in satin brushed steel. So yeah, pretty much like the Tudor, the Tudor 1655. What'll this be called? The Tudor Explorer? Huh. I wonder. Maybe the Black Bay Pro? I don't know. That's kind of it, the Black Bay Pro. The Black Bay Adventure, that would have been cooler. So anyway, this is pretty awesome. Will anybody pick up one of these? I mean, is it that cool?
It's not that cool to me.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm leaning towards the chronograph a little bit more.
okay, all right. Yeah, I want to like it more than I do because I love this. And I guess if you love this, you kind of want to like this, but this and this, they're a far cry from each other. But hey, right. Okay. And then what was the other one? It was the two-tone GMT. Now that's beautiful. Let's look at that. Wow. Now that looks like the what do you call it? The root beers. I'm not crazy about it on the bracelet. I think you gotta go with the two-tone bracelet. I'm not crazy on it on the strap is what I should say. Wow. Now, I don't think the picture does it justice. I hope that the brown pops a little bit more. And it's got a black dial. Okay, so it looks like it's got a black dial, but that part below is brown. If the dial had been brown, like the old pre-ceramic root beers, that would be awesome. So here, let me just here. I feel like I'm speaking too much. You guys say something, please. Viewers are probably sick of hearing me talk about things. I don't want dead air though. So
You mute me all the time. What do you want?
I want somebody to say something besides me. How about that?
How much is 634,000 yen to, or sorry, yen to US dollars?
I could find out for you real quick. Just hang on, Austin. I got this.
Hey Siri, how much is 634,000 Japanese yen in USD?
634,000 Japanese yen is $5,201.
5,200.
Okay. Is that the price for this GMT we're looking at?
Yes.
Wow, that's a great price.
It is.
I mean, I'm assuming it's real gold and everything. So,
but when has Tudor never been at a good price?
True. Yeah. And especially if you look at the pre-ceramic two-tone root beers, which I'm looking up right now. That's the 16713.
It is tempting, man. It would only keep you from what you really want, though.
Right. So
But it's nice. It's nice.
look, these are beautiful, and I really like these a lot. And I think this right here is kind of a version of this is a version of this. Okay.
Right.
But of
Similar,
course,
right.
yeah. And I'm not, look, I'm a Rolex fanboy. Okay. So I like the Rolexes more, but look, if this had instead of a black dial, like a brown dial that popped a little bit, that would be awesome. But it's got the black dial. It's still beautiful, and I like it a lot. You've got the fanciness of the two-tone, but then you got the false rivets, the fake rivets. I just got to make sure they're fake, but if they are, it's like you're kind of going for kind of fancy, kind of upmarket, but kind of old as well. I don't know. I don't know if it works or not. I can't be the only one that thinks the rivets might be going a little bit too far into trying to make these look retro. Wow. I don't know what to say about it. I mean, it's a nice watch for sure. And yeah, I want to see the dial again. Yeah, it looks beautiful. And if I were just to glance at that, I would think, okay, that's a pre-ceramic Rolex root beer. Yeah, the hands, having the black dial and the gold hands and the gold around the bezel and the gold crown, really, really good looking. But again, if it was brown, that might just be a little, maybe it would look too much like this. Okay. But I think that would be really cool. It's kind of like they gave homage to these two watches, this GMT and this Explorer 2 in these two watches, but they didn't go crazy. They maybe not too much, some would say. Maybe not enough, others would say.
It's differentiated enough. There's no crown guards on this as
Yeah.
there is on the Rolex.
Right. But that brown dial, it's such an important aspect of this watch. But again, if they had done this, it would be, many would say it's too much of a copy. But because of this brown bezel insert, this little brown bit down here, I mean, I think we have a root beer. So this will be the Tudor GMT root beer, the Diet root beer. This will be called the Diet root beer. You got the Diet the Diet Pepsi and the Diet root beer. Beautiful watch, really nice. But again, not my kind of thing. Okay, guys. Well, how long have we been going for?
About an hour.
Really? Okay. We'll probably wrap it up. Does anybody want to say anything more about these? I just sort of have to go through and see what's up. There are 329 people. What I might do is I might fire up the live stream channel, and if people want to jump on that, they can. I'll probably go through and just see what people think in the comment section. But hey, I want to thank Mark for coming by. I want to thank Josh for coming by. I want to thank Marcelo. He's here. Hold on. He's in the back.
Sorry,
There he
guys.
is.
I dropped before. I had a bad connection.
All right. So, hey, viewers, thank you for watching. I hope this was enjoyable for you. I mean, it was a lot to take in. I could barely even talk, because of that GMT, man. That just floored me. I can't even believe it now. What a weird looking watch. All right, guys. So if you're interested, jump over Austin Daniels live streams. I'm going to fire up a show in probably 5 minutes. All right. Take care. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you over on the live stream channel.